how to attack defenses, what works, what doesn't here?
I just learned it's a good idea to try to keep Coach Uggs happy, do what he says, and I've tried to become better and better at that each and every day. He wants simple things. I have to do a better job of doing exactly what he says, and we talk about it constantly. But in terms of attacking defenses, game's slowing down for me a little bit now, and it will each and every game.
Can you elaborate on some of the things that he's pointed out to you?
We talk a lot about initiating offense. It's one of the simplest but hardest things to do as a point guard, keeping it in the middle of the floor. I think that's taken for granted. A lot of really good teams just have a guy who gets them into their stuff very well, efficiently, and consistently. Not turning the ball over is another big one. I want to cut down on some turnovers and stuff like that. Wish I could have feedback, but that is it.
Are there things that you did handling the ball in high school that just won't work here?
It doesn't really matter whether or not they work. Some of the stuff that I did in high school would just get me on the bench, and I just got to find out what those are and where the buttons are and try not to push them.
What about defensively? What's been the biggest challenge of fitting into what Coach Huggins wants to do here?
He's been known to have guys that come in and just really are gritty and sit down and lock people up. To be honest, coming in high school, I didn't. Defense wasn't a focal point. High school basketball player, you watch any of the really good ones around the country, they normally don't guard the best guy because foul trouble and all that stuff. So coming in, the hardest thing for me to adjust was the fact that I have to keep the ball in front of me. And if we take things away and I'm doing that and everybody's doing their job, we can be really, really good on defense. If one guy isn't where they need to be, I try not to be that guy. I got caught on some back cuts and stuff today that I try to clean up tomorrow in practice. But one weak link can kind of hurt the entire defense.
Jordan, what is
I feel like we did better in the first half than we did in the second half. We just got rattled. We slowed it down towards the end, but it's tried to ball over a little bit.
Issa, with the amount of young guys that you have on this team right now, do you feel like ironing out some kinks communication-wise has maybe been something going on with you guys over the first couple games here of the season?
Yeah, we just had some possessions where we don't say nothing, but I feel like overall our communication is good. We just got to work on little things in practice.
Played 2 games without Beetle. You got him back tonight. Just what does he add being out there on the floor?
You see in the first half, he was he couldn't be stopped. He was in the tray bomb, then he started, getting inside, penetrating, and it's really tough to guard him.
Logan Rout, career high 8 rebounds. What's made him such a force rebounding in his last couple of years here?
Just getting opposite, and really wanting the ball. Logan a big body, and he know how to use his body well. So I wasn't surprised.
How has this unit grown since your first game of the season?
I think we've grown a lot, but we still got a long ways to go. Just working on little things. Boxing out. Just take care of the ball, stuff like that. So.
What's the challenge with so many young guys playing key roles early?
It's a little bit tough, but it's basketball. And, we just got to work through it.